Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here to do your extended monthly forecast for March 2020. What's in store for you? This is for Aquarius Sun, Aquarius Moon, and Aquarius Rising signs. I hope you're enjoying your bi-weeklies. This is a little bit more in depth. We're going to be doing 2 layers of tarot cards and an extended Celtic cross spread for you. All right, so messages for Aquarius Sun, Moon, Rising for March 2020. Aquarius, excuse me. Messages for, something balancing out here. You might be getting a return of money, or health may be returned at this time. Fair giving and receiving is indicated. We'll see if it shows up in your spread. Messages for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. All right, friends, let's get out the first layer of your spread. In addition to your double-layered Celtic cross, we will be getting a card from each of the oracle decks for additional messages for you. Wow. Well, let's just stop there. Beautiful. No, just kidding. Really lovely start to the month here, guys. Wow. Wow. Okay. Significant upgrades, folks. You're facing something. There's a major realization here. Major transformation is available to you. Look at this. I'm going to take 2 of them. Bottom of the deck energies, Ace of Cups with the 10 of Cups. So when I say bottom of the deck energy, I just mean in relationship to the entire month for you. This is sort of what's behind the scenes. So a lot of love, feeling good, emotional well-being, emotional satisfaction, a new opportunity in love, a new offer. This could be an offer of extraordinary love and happiness and fulfillment. Really nice energy here, guys. With bottom of the deck, lots of cups. Let's get your other layer and we'll get into it in each position here. There are going to be a few sort of internal or mental conflicts that you're going to need to encounter and overcome, but this is part and parcel of getting yourself through something difficult. It's almost like you have to convince yourself of something very serious here. And you have to be willing to make up your mind and move on after realizing something. It's almost just like putting something that you've discovered or thought about or realized into action. That's really all it is. All right, qualify first layer for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising for March. Oops, this was in the middle. This is the one I want on top. I think the seasons are changing and I'm getting a little allergy symptoms. Don't mind me. Yeah. Facing the truth is a major component here. Look at all these swords, guys. Wow. Okay. Hard work will be necessary. More information may be necessary. You're definitely moving away from troublesome times though here, guys. I do think your mind is either being made up or made up about something. I do suspect strongly it has to do more with love for yourself, love for a child, love for your own personal, mental, and emotional happiness. You could be making a choice between a relationship with someone who isn't fulfilling. There could be healing around a relationship that hasn't been fulfilling. There could be some continued conflict up until the full moon in Virgo on the 9th, especially as on the same date, Mercury goes direct. So if you're not having difficult communication or conversation before the full moon, I suspect that if you allow for this conversation to take place, or make room for this conversation to take place, at least by the 3rd or 4th week of March, you're going to come to some sort of conclusion about it. You're going to, it may feel like more needs to be said about it, but you're going to have to be happy with what was said, because we can't, it's almost like we can't keep doing this again, is another theme as well. Okay, so let's get into bottom of the deck energies. This is our second layer, 9 of Pentacles with the 8 of Cups, right? So this is really choosing which direction you want to go in. You could be coming very independent here. This could be a physical move away, at minimum, an emotional moving away from something that isn't fulfilling for you. But, you know, and in its most profound sort of physical sense, this is you saying, you know what, I choose me. You do you, I choose me. I'm going in this direction. If you want to come with me, you can. If we have a meeting of the minds, because your heart is already in a pure and positive place here. Maybe this other person or people or entity or organization, again, this is a general reading, so whatever you're experiencing is what this is related to. Maybe they just don't measure up. Maybe something is a little bit of a downer and it's not measuring up, and you feel like you're fooling yourself or tricking yourself or getting pulled down somehow. And you have to face a major fact or truth about it. And we do not have judgment here. So I don't think necessarily that you're going to be doing any judging or someone's judging you. But I do think a major decision here about how or what you're communicating. So the cards representing you and why you're feeling this way is the Page of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So really gorgeous energy here, guys. At least for the month for you, this is your energy. So this is real wish fulfillment around taking action toward a goal or passion of yours. So this is behavior. This is your spirit. This is will to power. This could be success in the workplace. This could be success within providing this for yourself, a sense of passion, strong sense of will, a positive attitude. There could be a younger fire sign involved in your environment, at least for the first 2 weeks of the month, Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. Or it could be part of your energy here as well if you're not dealing with a younger fire sign. But somebody who fills your heart with a lot of joy, or if this is just energy, this is you're able to fulfill your own heart and your own needs in a very profound way. We have 2 wish cards here, right? 2 wish cards. And it looks like whatever's in your heart, like an open and free and full heart, is going to be profoundly important in the month of March for you guys. So in the cards that are qualifying, both the Page of Wands and the 9 of Cups, we have a couple of swords, right? So we have our second 8, we have an 8 over here, and we have our Ace of Victory over here. So you've made up your mind about something. So the 8 is really sort of a realization. You realize you can set yourself free. You have to tell the truth. You're in a really good position, believe it or not. And it was really about, it could have been a spark of genius. It could have been because you had an idea, because you've made up your mind, because just the timing, whatever the reason is, you've just decided to set yourself free here. So this is quite lovely. We have in the position representing what's crowning you or working for you, we do have, wow, I said we didn't have judgment. We do. We have judgment here, and then we have the 6 of Swords. So here's where we can, here's where we can see that a judgment has been made, right? Which is completely normal. This is what has to have happened. You might have just needed to put your foot down here. You are going to move toward calmer waters. You're leaving the past behind. I think it's taking a lot of effort. I think it's taking a lot of personal strength. And like I said, this is about you saying, I don't want to live like this anymore. There's better things ahead, and I know it. And even if there aren't, or even if I have to wait, or even if I don't know the next step, I'm okay. You're starting out okay. So you really have not much to fear here with the 6 of Swords and the Judgment call. You can move ahead. You can move forward. You're going to make an important judgment or decision around the next moves. It could be that someone's trying to get through to you or trying to communicate with you, but not in an equal way, or not in a way that, again, that where you can see eye to eye, or someone who's not considered your equal, I guess is what I'm seeing here. Not that you're beneath them or they're beneath you necessarily. You just may be coming from two different worlds. So here in the foundation, or what could be working against you, or what you may need to be aware of, is the Star card and the Hierophant. We have two majors here. Could be dealing with a Taurus individual, or basically something having, or an Aquarius for that matter. They're both fixed signs. This is fixed signs are really something that's taking root, right? This is sort of set in stone as a fixed energy. But the Star could be talking about star quality being in the spotlight. We do have the Ace of Swords here. We know that Swords is the same element here as Aquarius ruled star, but ultimately this is wish card. This is healing. You could be healing a relationship with a Taurus individual. You could be healing with your possessions or second house energy. This could be with your voice, your singing. This could be assets, finances, investments. This can be your home, your body, or your possessions. So there could be a lot of healing and manifestation energy here, or a major wish coming true within this area. You may find an increase in this area, in both wish fulfillment and something having to do with second house or a Taurus, or your world of possessions. Here in your recent past is where we have a King of Wands and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, so here's some more Swords energy. I think you're just sort of realizing here in the recent past that something was a little tricky. There was some trickiness, maybe some instability, maybe some backtalk, maybe some gossip having to do with the Leo, Aries, or Sagittarius individual. This could be an older man. Either you're an Aquarius, either man or woman watching, and you're dealing with an older fire sign, or this could be part of your energy as well. But in the recent past, it's just like, I mean, this can technically indicate slander, gambling, excessive gossip, but it could also just mean that you want to move confidently in the next direction. There could be an element of courage involved here as well, just because we know that we have the Sun ruled Leo card here. This could be spiritual advancement by letting go of what wasn't working for you, by letting go of old opinions and beliefs. I also want to mention here that with the Hierophant, we are looking at issues of, potent stability. This is technically speaking something that's not going to change. This is institutional, institutional norms, right? So marriage and law and enforcement and that type of thing. So it could be that you're setting yourself free from that. There's also a high likelihood of willpower being mobilized or enforced here around trying to either get away with something or get away from something. You could just be trying to find like a really nice exit from a situation. It looks like you are going to have to face something, however, just because we have in your near future. And this is something, like I said, it's your recent past. It's what you've already tried to do. Somebody might have been overshadowed here. Somebody maybe was a little bit too strong personality-wise. Again, there's a match that's not being made here. Something isn't connecting in the way that you're communicating with somebody else, or they can't keep up, or you don't see eye to eye. We can see this here really confidently by the end of the second week, where we have in your near future, the Five of Swords with the Two of Swords. So a major decision, or at least something that's going to free your mind up around a conflict, or something that feels a little bit mentally or communicatively conflicted, right? Either the way you're communicating, what you're communicating about. Again, we're now into, I would say, the end of the second week. We've now gotten past the full moon, where there was a lot of, let's get rid of what isn't working for us energy. Let's focus on health and wellness, nutrition. Let's look at the esoteric arts. Let's look at relationships between mother and daughter, or mother and child. What is practical, what is rational, right, are very important concepts here by the end of the second week. So, you just have to make your needs known, your thoughts known. a direction one way or the other is going to be made here or given or produced around communication or conversation. In the position of how you're expressing yourself to others at this time, or how you believe that you're expressing yourself to others at this time, is both the Knight of Wands and the Empress. This is quite glorious, I have to tell you. We're dealing with this, another passionate energy. Look at all this passion, the Page, the King, the Knight. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of there's a sense of freedom. There's a sense of fun. There's a lot of passion here. This could have to do with a younger person. It could be your child. You could be the child. Could be dealing with a Gemini. Could be dealing with a third-party situation. This could be flirty. If this is a love reading for you, this could be a lot of flirtation. You could be very open to flirting. You could be feeling very feminine, very bountiful, quite wealthy in the realm of the spirit. And you are able to express this very openly and very willingly. I find also that whenever we're looking at wands in general, but certainly the court wands, we're dealing with a great deal of honesty. Someone who is both capable and interested in telling the truth. Not in a cold way, not like maybe some of the swords can be, can do that, but in a very warm sort of like, it's just the truth, man, like don't get upset type thing. You're just being honest, and it might be through this experience or through this type of personality, employment, or attitude that you find out who you're dealing with. You find out what's really going on just by being a little bit more playful about being honest and feeling bountiful. Your spirits could be rising here as well. Here in the position of how other people are seeing you is the Nine of Swords with the Queen of Cups. So this is someone who has made, there is a major decision, I believe, here with the Nine. There's a major, I'm not trying not to say realization. What's the other word? There is a major acceptance, okay? So we're dealing with a 9 here, a major level of acceptance of the heart. Could be dealing with a Cancer individual, or you could have Cancer in your own chart. But this is someone who is definitely, through the process of the heart, through the process of going through something very likely alone or independently, has discovered for themselves that, I accept this. This is the way things are. This is the way things are going to be. Pardon me. I accept this. I can live with this. And this is how other people are seeing you right now. Even though you may be sensitive, there could be some things still weighing heavily on your mind, but you have come to a level of acceptance about it, or you're being asked to. Here with how other people are seeing you. In the position of the hopes and fears, the 8 of Swords with the 9 of Wands. Yeah, you feel like this is a little bit daunting. There could be a sense of victimhood here. I would try to avoid that at all costs. Don't get sunk down to someone else's level here. The realization that there is quite a battle ahead, or that you're almost finished, you can complete this theme is really going to help stabilize your sense of self when the good things do start showing up, or to help enhance a level of appreciation and grace currently. So if you're going through difficult times here, or if it feels like an uphill struggle, or if it feels like even this sense of realization is somewhat daunting, the decision that you had to make or a conversation you had to have, it is for the right reasons, right? The battle, it's like the struggle is real. And I think, like I said, as long as you're doing this with your highest and your best interests at heart, other people are going to have to fall in line or fall away. There's not much else to it there, Aquarius. With your advice or outcome, we have Hermit with the Page of Swords. So this is where we're dealing with a younger air sign than you. This could be your own energy, and a Virgo individual or Virgo energy. So essentially Hermit is really about, like, you can turn within, the answers are there. This is inner wisdom, this is insight, this is meditation, this is taking time back, this is having a little bit of a retreat. You can see that there's just a massive locked door here with a bunch of keys at the top. This also, I suggest, will take some time something that has been decided or communicated here. Something may feel like it's still missing or early in the game, or still more needs to be said or found out. There could be some back talk. There could be, again, we're looking at an issue of gossip necessarily. But you're going to have to be okay with that. It could be after making this decision and setting yourself free from something, the other person or entity or environment or establishment, whatever it is, that is currently in your life, you know, you're going to move ahead and they're still going to have questions. They're still going to need more information, or there could still be some confusion there with the position that you take. And again, I think this is another layer of how you know what you're up against, because you're a pretty clear communicator, Aquarius. Like, you're not interested in holding back. You're not interested in confusion for the sake of confusion. I think by and large, the sign Aquarius is a pretty open book. They appeal to and encourage open communication, differences of opinion. This just went a little bit to the side there. You may have to come to terms with or make peace with what you're thinking and how you're feeling versus literally another person or another entity. However, I mean, again, depending on what's going on in your life currently, if you're watching this, for example, and you're definitely going through something with specifically one other person, then yes, that's what this is about for you. If this isn't just about a variety of relationships or about a theme in your life, or about a concept or a direction, then this is what this applies to for you. I think another major theme for you here, especially by the time we get to your advice card, is there is no pleasing everybody. You're going to live a lie, just like anyone else. I'm not picking on you, but anyone who tries to please everyone or comes to everyone's rescue, or balance has been coming up a ton for everyone's reading, by the way. Okay. I think as long as you're right with yourself, then everything else is going to fall into line. That's really what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of balance. You could be dealing with Libra. You could be dealing with major relationships right now. We have 2 major relationship cards, guys. Balance and then to be fair. So the balancing of something, the equilibrium, right? What's good for you, what isn't. Wisdom is a major focus here for you. You really have to be willing to tell the truth, and you really have to be willing to get to the point where you can hear it as well. So justice may be a major theme for you. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. This is super cute. And if I haven't said Libra, I do want to throw that out there as well. This is super cute. You know, you can feel safe doing this. I wouldn't get like all insane about it. Like, don't go express like we should get married or anything like that. But just be open to communication, open to having a full heart. Know exactly what it is you want. You know, this is knowing what's in your cup, knowing what you have to offer, and also expecting the best and not accepting any less. You've been there, you've done it, you're not down with it. So, you know, expect the best and don't waste time on anything less. We have 2 really gorgeous final messages for you here, folks. We have both Deer and Elk. We have gentleness and self-esteem. Your self-esteem is definitely enhanced through a sense of gentleness. Gentleness is the answer here for achieving prosperity of spirit and peace of mind. So I really hope that was helpful to you. If it was, leave a comment below. I love hearing from you guys. And if you liked my video, please like, share, and subscribe. Check me out on Instagram. That's every day I post there. All my information is in the description box below. And I hope I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now, guys.